What's going on, everybody? My name is Gilberto. I'm one of the founders of Credit Guys. In today's video topic, we are going to be talking about why you never ever want to voluntarily close a primary or an open account on your credit report. So, without further ado, please make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for our next video. And let's get into it. Why you never ever want to close out or voluntarily close out a primary account on your credit report. When I say primary account, I mean things like credit cards, mortgages, auto loans, or personal loans. So some things you can control and some things you can't. Keep in mind, one of the important factors that makes up what is called your credit report is going to be the age of your accounts. Right? How much age you have is factored into how these lenders look at how reliable it is to give you credit. So you never ever want to voluntarily close an account. What do I mean by voluntarily close an account? Well, let's say you have a credit card or a store credit card that you haven't used in, let's say, 6 months or a year or 2 years. And you're thinking, hey, I never ever used this card. So what's the point of me keeping this on my credit report? You might even be thinking, hey, this is actually having a negative impact on me by having it open, which in reality, the opposite is true. You always want to keep as many possible accounts on your credit report open because it shows good history. Apart from good history, it'll show good payment history, good age, and all those things in unison add to what is your credit report. So you never ever want to close it out. You never want to call the customer service line and say, hey, I don't want to use this card anymore. I want to close it out, because they will close it out for you. And actually what's going to happen is the opposite of what you want. Once that account is closed and it's removed, it's going to do two things. It's going to drop your score anywhere from 50 to 100 points because now you have one less primary account on your credit report. And the next thing is it's going to erase some of that age on your account. So if you had 2 years of history, well, those 2 years are now gone. And so those two things definitely will have a negative impact on your credit report, and you never ever want to, go that route. The best thing is always just to manage the card as effectively as possible. So even if it's a card that you don't really use all the time, simply use it for gas or buy a soda or use it, even if you use it once a year, it's better than closing out the card and removing it from your credit report. Because remember, if you're somebody who's looking to basically increase your credit score and give you the best likelihood of getting approved for a house or a auto loan or a credit card or whatever it is you're trying to do, right? You want to optimize your credit score. Then one of the main things that is a part of your credit score is the age of your accounts. And so by closing out a primary account, you're going to effectively lose the age as well as the payment history, which is going to have a negative impact. So always keep as many accounts open as possible. On the contrary, I always recommend for our clients to apply for as many accounts as possible. And when I say accounts, I mean things like, add as many personal loans, add as many credit cards as you can onto your account, because it will add positive payment history, it will add age to your credit file, and overall it will make you look more trustworthy to lenders. So ultimately, when it comes to closing out accounts, you always want to make sure that you keep track of how long these accounts are open for, because again, it will add good history to your credit reports. One way that you can keep track of what exactly is going on your credit report, and a way that you can keep track of how many accounts you had and how many accounts, the length of the accounts that have been open, is by using a credit monitoring service. One of the best credit monitoring services that we recommend is going to be called Identity IQ. One of the reasons we use Identity IQ is because it's going to show you every single account you've ever had, whether it's open or it's closed, and that way it'll be easier to keep track of what you have on your credit report. Another reason we recommend Identity IQ is because they do not sell off your information to third-party lenders. What does it mean when your information is sold off to third-party lenders? Well, it means that that's how you get those offers in the mail saying, hey, we recommend this card for you, or we recommend this personal loan for you. Your information is basically being sold into a database where people can solicit information towards you. And it's never a good thing to do that, because basically your information is being sold, and if you ever have to dispute something, or if you ever have a negative item on your report, it's going to make it a lot tougher to get it removed. So condensing down what we just spoke about, why you never ever want to close a primary account on your credit report. Number one, it's because it's going to immediately drop your score, right? It can drop your score anywhere from 50 to 100 points, which obviously is a big no-no. And then the second thing is it's going to remove credit age, which we all know the top 4 things that your credit profile is made of is number 1, credit utilization. You always want to keep that under 20%. Number 2, negative items, so things like collections, late payments, student loans, charge-offs, etc. Number 3, credit age, which is what we're talking about. So the more age you have on your credit report, the more beneficial it is to you, the more beneficial you look in the eyes of a lender, the more trustworthy you look. And then the final thing is going to be payment history, or primary accounts, So having multiple primary accounts, at a minimum, you want to have 7+ primary accounts on your credit report. If you close out a credit card, then that's going to ding and remove one of those primary accounts, and that is obviously not going to look good on your credit report or in the eyes of a lender. So those are the things we went over in today's video. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all things credit and finance related. I'm Gilberto from Credit Guys, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.